So we might be making progress in the heavyweight division, finally. Okay, Jon Jones, he wants to have a hot girl summer. It's no surprise. He does not want to fight Tom Aspinall. And now it looks like he's actually been vocal about it. So if we look at his Twitter, first of all, I mean, Johnny Meat. Yeah, he's posting this stuff. It's rage bait at this point. Talking about, been out here in Thailand, enjoying life, stuffing my face every day. I swear I'm losing weight somehow. Quality of the food here is amazing, so delicious, so clean. No one cares. And then someone said, enjoying your last days as champ before being stripped. I see, Jon. I see, Jon? A New Yorker or a Bostonian? Definitely put this up here. Randy Brown fan? Yep, New Yorker. Enjoying your last days as champ before being stripped. I see, Jon? And then Jon responds, stripped? LOL, do I come across as the type of person who cares about things like that? Yeah, he's already been stripped of the belt at least 3 times, so this would be like the 4th or 5th time. I think he's probably been stripped of the belt more than anyone in the whole UFC. But he looks like he does not care. He's saying, y'all barking up the wrong tree. I told the UFC my plans a long time ago. I have no idea why they haven't shared them with you guys yet. To continue to monetize on this amazing brand. And then he says, this attitude right here is making me a wealthy man. This desperation is incredibly lucrative, so thank you. Keep it coming. All right, so he's probably just rage baiting us for engagement. He'd rather make money from views than make money from fights. That's all good. That's all good. Here, I'm going to show you what you can do. This guy, Tony Has Died. He's so funny on Instagram. He has a petition to strip Jon Jones. At the point when I signed it, it was at like 8,000. Now, if you look at it, has 44,000 signatures. 44,000 signatures. That's like a whole stadium worth of people.
The attendance tonight was 18,287. The gate was 11.5 million. UFC now holds the number 1, 2, and 3 highest gate record of all time at the Kaseya Center.
Okay, that's enough people that if they were to put on an event and that amount of people showed up to protest it, or that amount of people didn't go to the event, you know, you'd see Dana White at the end of the press conference. So our gate for the event, 14 cents. But we know that this petition, it means nothing. Jones saying he's done means nothing. Dana White is going to do what he wants to do. At least it seems like we are making progress. I'm not even that much of a big fan of Tom Aspinall as much as I'm a big fan of just doing the right thing. And what the UFC is doing to the heavyweight division right now is not the right thing. That being said, today we're going to look at the division and make some fights, assuming that Jon Jones is stripped tomorrow, which is a possibility, probably isn't a possibility. But if he's stripped, if they do the right thing, here's what we do. All right, so we're going to start off with Tom Aspinall. I say immediately we do Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane for the undisputed heavyweight championship. Now, before this happens, I feel that as soon as Jon is stripped, Tom should just automatically become the undisputed heavyweight champion. And also, his defense against Curtis Blaydes should count. So he should be counted as the undisputed heavyweight champ with 1 title defense. That, I think, should be fair. So this would be his 2nd title defense. Dana White might not recognize it that way, but that's how I see it. I feel like that's how the streets are going to see it. He's already been defending his belt. He's been trying to keep the division active. He's been trying to be a champion. Whatever, the Duck hasn't been a champion. So Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane. This isn't the best fight, considering that Gane's last win over Volkov was a robbery, but it is a big fight. It is Europe on Europe. It is striker on striker. It's athletic heavyweight versus athletic heavyweight, and I think it would be a really good fight nonetheless. This fight is pretty sick. Gane has never been knocked out. Tom has never gone past round 2. Gane has great distance management, dynamic striking. Tom has elite boxing and a ground game that we haven't really gotten to see. I think if they did this fight in Europe, could you imagine how big this fight would be? If they did a press run through the UK and France, like the way boxing does, and they're sitting there at the tables, I feel like they could make this fight huge if they wanted to. But they don't really do stuff like that anymore. If they were to do a press run through all of Europe and hype this fight up like it is the fight of the century, hype this fight up like it is a super big heavyweight, like this is going to be a good fight. They could really make this an awesome event. It would be so big that we'd forget about Jon Jones, which we is UFC fans are trying to forget about. Okay, so let's go to the next fight, though. Next fight to make is number one contenders. I say Volkov versus Jelton Almeida. Almeida just knocked out Sergey Spivak. He choked out Romanov. He got KO'd by Curtis Blades, but before that, he took Blades down 9 times in 1 round.
You're a victim.
Almeida, in my opinion, is the next champ. I think he's the only person who could beat Tom Aspinall. Volkov, it's kind of sad. I feel like he got robbed. He does deserve to fight Tom right now. He doesn't really need another fight to prove himself, but, you know, hey, man, that's the way it is, you know? Sometimes when you're on the toilet, it takes 1 extra wipe before you know that you're good to go.
God damn it!
That's how it is. Next fight to make. I'm getting the Sergeys mixed up. Pavlovich, he needs a fight. We haven't seen him since he fought Volkov and lost. Lost a friend. Lost an ego. Lost a confidant. I don't know what he expected Volkov to do. I guess he expected Volkov to lose on purpose because he's his friend. I don't know. I kind of feel bad for Pavlovich. He seems like he's lost his spark after his loss to Aspinall. And then after that, he fought Rosenstrike, which was such a bad fight that Jairzinho Rosenstrike got dropped by the UFC. Like, someone got fired that night. So now Jairzinho Rosenstrike, he's probably in his country of Suriname that has about 25 people in it, teaching kids karate classes right now, probably saying, hey kids, this is what you do. If someone comes at you, this is what you do. And then some kid is probably in the back of his class saying, hey, how about you tell me what not to do?
Hey, Izzy, why don't you tell me what not to do? Tell me what not to do, Izzy.
But Pavlovich, I say pair him up, Marcin Tybura. Marcin Tybura, he's coming off a win against Mick Parkin. He wants to get back in the title picture. I think this will be good. Only problem is that Marcin Tybura is a knocked out artist. I did not say knockout artist. I said knocked out artist. He has been KO'd by so many people, he makes it look like an art form. Obviously Derek Lewis. Tom Aspinall, obviously him. Shamil Abdurakhmanov, Augusto Sakai, and Senato Diniz. He did knock out Greg Hardy, but that might be the only knocked out artist bigger than Marcin Tybura. But Marcin Tybura is pretty good. His strength is his grappling as BJJ. But I'm just kidding. He's not pretty good. Pavlovich, this is a tune-up fight. Pavlovich is just going to soften up his gloves real quick and get this quick knockout. But we're making fights, man. This isn't about the good of these fighters. This is about getting the heavyweight division back cranking. Cranking like Robert Whittaker. If you know, you know. Okay, next fight, Tai Tuivasa. What other fight? There's not another fight, man. You got to do blob on blob, bro. You got to do Tai Taco Bell Tuivasa versus Shamil Mildil Gaziev for the Biggie Bag belt. Who is the Burger King? Gaziev, he's on his way up, and Tai is on his way down, like fast. I think this could be the Summer Ozempics, bro. They probably have that BK commercial that plays on the Apex haunts me in my sleep. But they'll probably have that playing literally during the fight. They'll probably use the Taco Bell bell as the bell. I'm not even excited for this fight. I'm just excited for what the MMA YouTube community is going to make of this fight if it were to happen. Like the jokes that would come out of other MMA YouTubers, me, myself, fat jokes are so easy to do. Imagine this just jiggling onto your TV one Saturday night. It's crazy. The heavyweight division, it used to be Brock Lesnar versus Alistair Overeem. Y'all remember that time? Now this is an exciting matchup right here. Anyways, man. So we've made Jon Jones Stripped, Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane, Volkov versus Jelton Almeida, Pavlovich versus Marcin Tybura, Curtis Blades, he already has a fight set up against Rizvan Kuniev. I don't know what you're doing, baby. Time to get in the Rizvan, baby. Time to get in the Rizvan, baby. You know, once you get in the Rizvan, there's no telling how you gonna get out. Oh, wait, whoa. Yeah, that sounds kind of creepy. That's a Diddy line. My bad. I take that back. Don't ever get in the Rizvan with someone you don't know or trust. So who is Rizvan Kuniev? Y'all know who Rizvan Kuniev is? That's how shallow this division is. Curtis Blades' last fight was for the title against Tom Aspinall. Next fight, you're fighting a guy from the Contender Series. He literally, in the picture, he has his DWCS gloves on. But I will say, I looked him up. He fought Renan Ferreira in the PFL and beat him. Afterwards, he was busted for roids.
Give me a hell yeah!
But he did beat Renan Ferreira. So this guy is actually a dog. And seeing that he was busted for roids.
Give me a hell yeah!
And watching his tape against Renan Ferreira, I'm putting my money on Kuniev to beat Blades. That's just how it is. I'm sorry, Blades. This guy has the dog in him. Hopefully he still has some of that hyphy mud running through his veins and he can bring some excitement to the heavyweight division. All right, next we got Sergey Spivak versus Waldo Cortez Acosta. Waldo Cortez Acosta. ¿Cómo sabes soy dominicano, eh? Waldo, he's on a win streak, but his win streak consists of Ryan Spann and Robelis Despain and Andrei Arlovsky. So it's not really the most impressive one. If he beats Spivak, this will definitely be the most credentialed win in his career. Not much, but it's honest work. Okay, we can respect that honest work. Sergey Spivak, he's probably going to submit him in his win streak. But Waldo, he's low-key a vibe, man. He's low-key a vibe, Que tú sabes. The next fight we have is Taliesin Teixeira and Derek Lewis. Somehow Derek Lewis is still in the top 10. Heavyweight division, dude, it's just frozen because Jon Jones is living his best life and monetizing, what did he say? Monetizing his amazing brand. Johnny Meat is monetizing his amazing brand, and the rest of the heavyweight division is literally rotting. But that's okay. So we have Derek Lewis versus Taliesin Teixeira. Derek Lewis, he's on his spin cycle. This is the cycle of Derek Lewis's career. He fights a random guy, he gets a knockout. He fights a ranked guy, he has a tough fight, gets a lucky knockout. He fights for the number one contenders fight or for the belt, loses brutally. Then he loses again. Then he loses again. And then they send him another random guy. He knocks that guy out. That is the Derek Lewis life cycle. And so we're back on the I'm going to knock out a random guy again. Derek Lewis is one of those guys. I never get tired of watching Derek Lewis fight. His last boring fight was maybe against Francis Ngannou. Y'all remember that guy? Hey, guys, remember Francis Ngannou? Heavyweight division has a lot of work to do. I think if we make these fights, we can get a little spark going, get that spark back in our relationship. It's all this guy's fault, and it's all Dana White's fault. But I feel like this could really do some good, get some good movement in the heavyweight division. What do you guys think? What do you guys think we should do? Hopefully Jon Jones is stripped soon and we can move on with our lives. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you like this video and if you want some more. If you want more, this is Flying Squirrel. Peace.